This has to be the calmest I've been in a second half as a Spurs fan in a very long time. Spurs absolutely wiped the floor with Southampton, blitzed them, won this game within 15 minutes. Southampton were poor, yes, but Tottenham were absolutely brilliant. They were breathtaking in that first 20 minutes. It was insane. I've never seen the opposition defender being subbed off after 15 minutes because it just wasn't working. That was very embarrassing for him and very embarrassing for Southampton's manager. They've had all week to prepare for this, and after 15 minutes had to complete their change their plans completely. Spurs, considering they didn't have Vicario, Van der Ven, Romero, Bentancur, Basuma, Davis, Odegaard, Richarlison, and Porro was on the bench. Let that sink in. How many players we did not have in our squad available. So we can't rotate. Our bench was filled with 18-year-olds. And we go away to Southampton, who, by the way, a couple of weeks ago gave Liverpool a very good game. We go away to Southampton and annihilate them 5-0 within the first half. It was outstanding performance in the first half by Spurs. We played 3 days before that as well, don't remember, and most of those players played in that game. On the pitch at one stage, we have we had four 18-year-olds at one stage in this game. Just think, right? Our only 3 away games we've won this season was 3-0 at Man United. Then we won 4-0 at Manchester City. And now we've won 5-0 at Southampton. A clean sheet in every single game and lots of goals. And, you know, when people were saying our away record is poor, well, that seems like a very good away record to me. And there's a little pattern going. It was 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Maybe the next one will be 6-0. We don't know. We can all dream. There's so many talking points today. I'll go through a few with you today. But the first thing I want to talk about is players being behind Ange. Now, they could have easily down tools after apparently Ange called out Werner, which in my opinion he didn't. He just answered a question on his performance and he told the truth. I've said that, I've spoke about my views on that in another video, so I won't get into it. But yesterday it showed that the players are up for the fight and they do want to win. The intensity was insane in the first 20 minutes. Southampton just couldn't handle it. I have to give a mention to Jed Spence. I've been calling for this guy to play for so long now. I know how good this guy is. And finally he gets his start, and he has shown Ange now that he has got options at that right back. You know, Archie Gray's fielding there instead of Porro sometimes, but Jed Spence is a level above that. His defending is probably better than Porro's too, to be honest. And when he's going forward, when he's running with that ball, it's very hard to dispossess him. In the first minute, he set the tone for Spurs, turning the Southampton player and just sprinting up the pitch. Outside the ball, pinpoint through ball to James Maddison. And in the first minute, Jed Spence has stamped his authority. He played very well. Even when he got switched to the left, he was still playing very well, in my opinion. And the fact that Udogi's got injured now, which is another minus that I don't want to talk about, but we have to. Udogi went off with an injury, but at least we know we have now Jed Spence that can come in and fill it at left back and do just as good job. He played very well yesterday. Well done to Jed Spence. Archie Gray was very assured at the back again. Lucas Bergvall had his first start for Spurs, and you know, he started the 25 minutes very well. 1-touch, 2-touch football, spraying the ball left to right, getting stuck in with the challenges. Energy levels were high. Yes, he dropped off in the second half like we all did. I think we all dropped off on purpose, though. Yes, he got a bit of cramp. He was giving the ball away needlessly sometimes. You know, his performance wasn't perfect, but he's 18. I think that was a 7 out of 10 performance on your first game for Spurs at an 18-year-old is very good in my opinion. Dorrington got his first start for Spurs as well. He's a big old boy, centre back, isn't he? Gave the ball away once, but I think that was nerves. But all in all, he did okay, to be honest. And hopefully, maybe he may be an option in the future. Maddison got 2 goals as well. And James Maddison, when James Maddison plays like this is the James Maddison we need. You know, we can't have James Maddison not turning up whenever he feels like it. But when James Maddison plays well, Tottenham play well. I think he's got 7 goals this season in the Premier League alone. And it's not, if you look at his numbers don't actually look bad. I think he's got 4 assists as well. So his numbers ain't that bad this season. He just needs to be more consistent, just like a lot of our players, to be honest, not just him. Sonny got 2 assists and a goal in that first half, and we managed to rest him, which was a good thing for the Man United game on Thursday. Sonny looked like getting back to his old form. Just again, when he was getting questioned that he was losing it, he comes up with a performance like that. He's not just a goal scorer. He's not just a winger. He's got a very good eye for a ball. That outside of the ball pass to James Maddison was exquisite. I loved it. Another thing I want to talk about is we have the 2nd best goal difference in the league with plus 17, but we're 10th. If you just looked at that table, it would look very, very strange to the neutral. But the reason for this is when we win massively, but when we lose by the odd goal. We don't just win 2-1 or 1-0. It's always 4-0, 4-1, 5-0, 4-1, 3-0. It's always a big win. But when we lose, it's like 1-0, 1-0, 2-1. Do you know what I mean? It's strange. It's very strange. If we could get some consistency going and play like we do when we can play, even with lots of players missing. And, if we add to this as well, add players in January, and then get players back from injury, and then the squad players have got a feel for the match now, and we could have a really, really good second half to the season. I know I'm sounding very optimistic, and it's only 1 win against Southampton. It could all go pear-shaped against Man United and Liverpool. I understand that, but this video isn't to enjoy the win. I can talk about our flaws and bad things that can happen in a different video, but in this video, we did a very, very good. We gave a very, very good account of ourselves away from home. It's our 3rd away win of the season now. I think it's our 4th clean sheet of the season now as well. So clean sheets are becoming more. We're getting them more now. Couldn't think of a word there. Another quick mention, Papa Sarr, quickly before I go. Papa Sarr took his goal very, very well. His energy levels were insane in the first half. His interceptions, his tackles, his running at defenders, he was relentless. And out of the 3 midfielders I think will still be here in the next 2 years, out of Bissouma, Bentancur and Sarr, it's definitely going to be Sarr. And Sarr's still got a ceiling to reach. He's still improving. I still think he'll get better and better. One last thing I want to talk about is squad depth. Squad depth for me, I think some of the squad players are now showing their worth and showing that they can come in and do a job if needed when we do start losing players to injury or suspension. And to not have the amount of first teamers that we had and then go away and go 5-0 up in the Premier League, I don't care how poor the opposition is, to do that. No one else has beat Southampton 5-0, by the way. No one else has scored 5 goals against them in one half. So regardless of how bad Southampton been doing, they gave Liverpool quite a good game not so long ago, like I said earlier in the video. So it can't be underestimated how good this performance was. Yes, we managed the game in the second half, which again, people say Postecoglou doesn't manage games very well. Well, he managed that game yesterday very, very well. We didn't go all gun-ho. We didn't play the high line. We didn't leave ourselves open, and we kept a clean sheet. Yes, they had a couple of chances, but our energy levels went down by about 20%, and we still managed to get away with a clean sheet. So, all in all, very, very good day. Yes, there's probably going to be some bad days to come. I'm not talking about them. I'm enjoying the win today. Spurs played absolutely amazing in that first 20 minutes, wiped the floor. The fans were going home after 15, 20 minutes. That shows you how well we put them away. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Who was your man of the match? My man of the match, oh my God, I haven't even thought about it. My man of the match was probably agreeing with them. Probably James Maddison, Sonny very close to that. Bergville played very, very well. Sarr was very, very good, but I'll give it to James Maddison. Let me know in the comments what your man of the match was, and see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.